Bout number 13, ring B, red corner, Lion Burman, England. Blue corner, Casey Rock, Ireland. We start the bouts in 4 minutes in ring A. So, boxers, officers take your place. And number 13 in ring B is Norway, England. Bout number 13, ring A. Red corner from Norway, Åshild Scorecards. Blue corner from England, Jim Campbell. We have a result in ring A. Winner by abandon, round number 2, blue corner, Jen Campbell, Engleson Boxing Club, England. And result in bout number 13 in ring B. Winner by unanimous decision, red corner, Dan Berman, Brownstone, Golden Gloves, England. Bout number 14 in ring A. Red corner, Gloria Dalmeida, Team France. Blue corner, Anne Marcotte, Team Canada. Och då har vi även klart bekant i V-ringen. Match nummer 14, ring B, rödringarna, Camilla Cameron, Norge. Blåringarna, också från Norge, och kunskapskamraterna Ahadi Francis Lukungu. Ring B. Result in Ring B, winner by unanimous decision. Blue corner, Hadi Francis Lukungu, Kunstnärskamraterna, Norge. We have a result in Ring A, winner by a split decision 4-1. Red corner, Gloria de Almeida, Team France. Ready for the next bout in Ring B. We have in the red corner from England, Tessa Jones. And in the blue corner from Örebro, Sweden, Madeline Finström. Next bout in Ring A. We have in the red corner, Johanna Vonu, Team France. Blue corner, Shaparova Yugov, Team Russia.
Люба, браво! Молодец! Отлично! Хорошо, хорошо, Люба. Молодец. Отлично, отлично. Молодец! Хорошо, хорошо, отлично! По брюху!
And we have a result in bout number 15, ring B. Winner by a split decision, 3-2, red corner, Tessa Jones, Engleson Boxing, England.
Люба, минута осталась! Минута! Отлично! 30 секунд! Молодец, Люба! Спасибо.
Då är det klart för match nummer 16 i B-ringen. Senior C 54 kilo. I rödringarna boxandes för Team Golden Girl, Jeanette Svensson. Möter I Gloringarna uppståndes för KFUM Fight Zone Malmö, Sweden, Atosha Lashkan. Result in ring A, we have a winner by a split decision 4-1. Blue corner, Lyubov Sharapova, Russia.
Молодец! Россия!
Next bout, ring A, bout number 16. And we have in the red corner, Emma Flannery, Boulder, Ireland. Blue corner, Anastasia Artomonova, Golden Gloves, Russia.
Настя, молодец.
And we have a result in bout number 16, ring B. Winner by a split decision, 4-1. Blue corner, Costa Lashkan, fight zone. Ready for next bout, bout number 17, ring B. Red corner from Denmark, Maxe Lu Alicia. Blue corner from Norway, Nicole Irgens Martinez. Winner by unanimous decision. Blue corner, Anastasia Artomonova, the Golden Gloves, Russia.
Пока фотограф фотографирует. Не торопись. Не торопись, не торопись.
Ready for next bout in ring 8 out of the 17. Red corner, Natalia Sincarevich, winning BC, Sweden. Blue corner, Caroline Ware, Team Canada.
Sunday's finals of the Golden Girl Championships here in Borås in Borås, Sweden. We join this fight midway, featuring Caroline Vera from Team Canada, who looked very impressive in her semi-final yesterday evening, and she is facing Natalia Cincerovic from the Winning Boxing Club from Sweden.
Hello, it is Sherelle again. So from what I've seen of this bout, the Canadian seems to be nice and sharp and in control at long and mid-range distance, but the red corner is Natalia is throwing great shots and is able to go past the jab and work by moving her head, and is just about getting hit, but as I said, the Canadian seems to be dictating at mid to long range. So let's have a look at the last round.
Yeah, the Canadian's very fluent in her movement, working behind a textbook orthodox stance and jab, and pivoting off the lead hook on the advancing boxer from the Swedish club in the red. Try as she may, Natalia forcing the contest, but Caroline working at range, attempting to keep her long, just getting a little bit messy the last several seconds. But when she's boxing at range, she looks comfortable, picking her shots and getting the better of the exchanges.
I think Natalia in the red has no option but to force a fight and make it into something a little bit messy, knowing that the Canadian is boxing long with the long shots and landing the hooks at will.
Yeah. As I said, myself and Sherelle have just joined this contest in the latter stages of the contest. From what we've seen briefly, we feel that Caroline Vera from Team Canada is ahead at this stage.
We have in the red corner from Canada, Dakota Urban. Blue corner from England, Frankie Lyle.
Great backhand there by Caroline. I think when she's working long range and she's able to get her shots off, she lands some cracking backhands and jabs. Great backhand there again from Caroline from Canada.
Vera seems to be a bit more confident. She boxed a similar kind of opponent yesterday evening in her semi-final. Looks like she's dusted cobwebs away, and boxing at range is fluent in her movement and her punch selection.
I love the way that she's throwing her straight range, the long range shots, and then taking half a step back, making her opponent fall in, and then again catching him on the double attacks. Great boxing. And there it was again.
I think she's bloodied the nose of Natalia Cincerovic. So we go into the second round, ending the second round, and I believe Canada is 2 rounds up. 2018 at this stage, heading to the third and last round.
So if we had to score that unofficially, that last round, who'd you be giving the round to, Sam?
Yeah, again, I saw moments in the first, and obviously the full second round, and I'd have the Canadian ahead by 2 rounds.
Agree. So unofficially, we are scoring the Canadian ahead by 2 rounds, and the red corner behind by 2. So again, this is an unofficial scorecard. We've got the Canadian up 2 rounds. Let's see what will happen in the third round. Will this change? I think she's got her strategy right. She's just throwing long range shots, and as the opponent steps in, she takes half a step back, and then she's able to counter again. So she's doing some great phase work there.
Great work from Blue. Stepping up now. Finding her opponent with relative ease. Each shot penetrating the guard of Cincerevic. And again, referee just calling a quick break to wipe the nose of red corner.
Sab, if you were in the red corner, what would your advice be to get in or get an advantage on the blue corner?
Red corner probably senses that she's 2 down. By keeping it long will only just draw more confidence from Caroline in advancing and extending her punch selection with ease, because she can't miss with the target. Cincerevic just needs to be a little bit more lateral with her movement, move that head. But I'm very, very impressed with the display by Caroline Vale. She was one of my favourites yesterday. There was 4 that really stood out, and she was one of them. And again,
her nose.
And again, her performance is just simply sublime. Textbook, disciplined, and controlled. Doctor now checking and okaying Natalia to continue, but as I said, she just needs to move her head. Guard needs to be a little bit higher. Good backhand there. Over, but it could possibly be too little, too late.
And I think if she keeps going at the speed she's going, could we have a late stoppage possibly?
If Caroline applies the pressure, and she can.
And we're seeing it now. The work rate is
beautiful combinations.
She's completely come off the back foot and is going forward, and the work that's coming out from her is phenomenal. I think I'm going to call an early prediction. I'm going to give it unanimous decision in favour of the blue, even though the bell hasn't gone. I just think the work rate, the various amounts of shots that are being thrown, I think it's all in favour for blue at the moment.
Yeah, blue's flowing with her punches, rarely missing, wasting any kind of shot that she's throwing, all landing.
Oh, great work
and
again.
Comfortable with her application. And there you go.
That's a great bout. Fantastic bout.
Great bout. Great performance by the Canadian. And surely a deserved gold medal winner.
Do you think she could have done anything different? Anything better? Or was it just a top-class performance?
It was a super performance, and it just continued from yesterday as well. She was second on yesterday and just eye-catching. And just really disciplined with her performance. She has a little bit height and reach as Cincerevic. It's the same kind of stamp as the opponent that Caroline faced yesterday. So, yeah, measured performance, standout for me so far.
This is a 57 kilo bout. Do you know what I would have loved to watch? I would have loved to watch Agnes versus Caroline. There we just saw a tremendous bout between the under 57 kilo women, with the winner now, Caroline of Canada. And as you can see on the screen right now, we've got, I want you to vote for the champ on Facebook, to who was your favorite fighter in this contest. Have a look on the screen, make your votes count. I think my pick is between Caroline and Lynn Chin, the world champion. Who would you pick, Sab? Who would be your favorite?
Yeah, all four were standout performances yesterday. Nin Chin Chen for me was a standout, but Caroline has just proved her worth as well with another sublime performance. So get onto Facebook and register your votes for the Golden Girl Champion of 2019.
We're going to see if we can get a hold of Caroline for a quick interview in between the rounds. So hopefully we can get that for you guys.
We have the red corner from Slovenia,
Okay then, on to bout number 18 in these finals. We're facing Vida Rudolph in the red corner from Slovenia, with Callie Bushell from Jersey Leonis from England.
I think I can see what way this is going. The lady in the red came out steaming yesterday and stopped her opponent. What was it, in the first or the second round? So let's see how Callie handles this pressure fighter.
Callie's going to need to be on her game, keep her shape, work at range for the advancing Rudolph, who was full of sprite and bouncing, landing clean shots yesterday. Tremendous work rate to slow her opponent down and eventually force the referee into a stoppage.
By the red corner. You can see already, Sam, that she's going to come out relentless. She's not going to stop. I think that is her game plan. When speaking to her in the interview, she said, I'm conditioned and I'm ready to go for all 3 rounds. So I think it's something we're going to see as the
she looks fit. She just, to me, doesn't look like someone who just sit and wait and allow her opponent to fall short before she counter. I think she's going to try and take the decision from away from the judges and just force maybe another stoppage if she continues to just land frequently as she's doing now.
I mean, we were watching the bout yesterday and we unofficially scored at ringside 2 rounds in favour of, was it Callie from Jersey's opponent. We were actually shocked when the decision came through.
Yeah, there was a couple of decisions yesterday that we thought, could have gone the other way.
Yeah.
And Callie's was one of them. I mean, Callie had a difficult first round, but pulled it back tremendously in the second. And the third, I suppose, looking back, could have been a flick of a toss of a coin, and Callie prevailed. But she's got a totally different opponent in front of her now. Someone who's just not going to sit and wait, and is just going to come full steam ahead. She doesn't seem to have a plan B. She's just going to be relentless. And I think as the round goes on, she's going to warm up and just keep coming forward, just waiting for her opportunity to land single straight shots, as she's done so there.
That's great work from Vida, but you can see Callie's picking her up, starting to slowly pick her off as the fight goes on, but I just don't think Vida is going to give up. I think, as you said, she has no plan B. Plan A is just to go full steam ahead at her opponent and try and stop her and take the decision away from the judges, as you said.
Yeah, definitely.
Good movement from Callie from Jersey.
That's a difficult round to score, believe it or not. As much as Rudolph was intentional and forthcoming with her movement, Callie did have relative success scoring. I'm going to stick my neck out and give the first round to blue. Agreed.
So unofficially, we're scoring the round towards the blue corner. So 1 round in favour of the blue corner from Callie from Jersey.
Next round is ring B. Red corner from Denmark, Lotte Kanu. Blue corner from England, Camille Oligis.
So unofficially, again, folks, we've scored 1 in favour of the blue corner, Callie from New Jersey. But I have a feeling Vida's not going to let this fight go that easily.
She's a little bit more hesitant so far, Vida.
I think the difference between this opponent and the one that she had yesterday is if Vida makes a mistake, Callie's taking advantage of it. And I think that would make someone a little bit more hesitant to throw the shots.
Yeah, good jab there from Callie. Just picking her shots, biding her time, keeping Vida at range. I think Callie's now has controlled the pace of the contest and has brought Vida now down to the level that she wants her to box at.
Yeah, she's completely slowed her pace down, hasn't she?
Good exchange of jabs.
Every time Vida's trying to get in and work, Callie seems to take a step off and land a jab or land a backhand. I think that's a great tactic to have when you've got someone who keeps steaming ahead.
Oh.
It's a great shot there from Vida. Oh, great work there from Vida. I think the shots I just saw her land coming from Vida, I think she just needs to walk forward and throw literally punches and bunches, and that might give her the upper hand in this contest. But at the moment, I can slowly see the round going towards the blue corner. The question is, have I spoken too soon? I think the better quality shots are coming from Callie from New Jersey. What do you think, Sam?
I don't know. I thought the round was started sprightly from Vida. She landed some good success, and yeah, I think you're right. Callie lost her way a bit in that round, but I still give her the edge, to be honest with you. I think the cleanest scoring shots came from Callie in the blue corner.
So unofficially, we're scoring 2 rounds in favour of the blue corner, but again, that's an unofficial scorecard. But if you look at your screens, get onto Facebook and vote for the champion of the tournament. I'm going for the likes of Lynn Chin Chen and Caroline Vare.
Yeah, vote for your champ on facebook.com/knockout.no. So far, Caroline Vare has impressed, but the other 3 are yet to perform. Okay, third and final round. Unofficial scoring places Bushell comfortably 2 rounds ahead, landing the cleaner scoring shots. Vida not giving up though, still looking for angles. Needs to put a little bit more pressure, a little bit more added pressure onto Bushell. But Bushell was, full credit to Bushell, she's completely slowed the advancing Rudolph down to her pace. And try as she may, Callie just seems to have an answer for everything.
I think it's a case of her opponent being completely different to yesterday. Vida's opponent yesterday, when she steamed at her and she was throwing her punches, she seemed overwhelmed, whereas Callie seems a little bit more complacent in the way in which she's boxing, and she's able to pick Vida off as she comes forward.
She looks more confident than she did yesterday. That was a tough contest. But styles make fights, and at the moment for me, Callie Bushell is well on the way to winning the under 57
great
category.
Shot there. Great 1-2 there. Fantastic shot landed. But Vida is very determined. You have to give her credit for her determination this time.
Another good backhand there from Callie Bushell. Blood now trickling from the nose of Bushell.
Great job there. She's just working at a fantastic distance in the blue. I think her game, I think the game plan, if she sticks on the outside and boxes, I think Vida's going to find it incredibly hard to get in.
So we're heading into the closing stages of bout number 18 between Vida Rudolph and Callie Bushell. For me, Bushell has landed the cleaner scoring punches. With full credit to Rudolph, who's just kept coming forward, trying to land everything, including the kitchen sink. But Bushell, with a master game plan, slowing her forthcoming opponent, picking her shots and landing cleanly. Great contest.
Fantastic. Good work rates. Good display of boxing from the blue corner and the red. From the red corner, I'd say a lot of heart, determination.
I think Vida looks a little bit resigned in the corner. Body language prompts a good effort, but possibly not enough.
We have in the red corner from Denmark, Caroline Dahlborg. Blue corner from Portugal, Nuria Fonseca.
So let's go to the official scorecards. We've given it all in favour of the blue corner on a unanimous decision, but let's see what the judges score this bout at.
Okay, result in ring 8. We have a winner by a split decision. Fourth round. Blue corner,
Yeah. 4-1 split. Fully deserved. We got that one right, so that's 2 out of 2.
So, Sab, can you explain the scoring system? Because I'm not so familiar with it. I'm used to the old scoring system. So, what makes a unanimous decision and what makes a split decision? Just for the viewers at home.
Well, the 4-1 split doesn't really sound like a split down the middle. It's just basically one official from 5 who deems to think that, for example, this contest, Vida Rudolph's smothering dominant style coming forward seems to be sufficient for his scoring, whereas the scoring is made from the punches thrown with the gloves that you got on your hands, basically. And in layman terms, for me, you land clean, you score, you win the contest. You could do that on the back foot, you could do that on the front foot, you could do it going sideways. Bit of a head scratch. Yesterday we had the same kind of scenario. 2 contests where we thought we were wrong on both counts, with blue corner that seemed to systematically land with ease and at will, only for the contest to go the opposite way with a marauding come forward display which lacked any kind of contact with the gloves. Horses for courses, styles make fights, but then when you've got five different officials around the ring, who's to say what they're looking for? Anyway, we have Callie Bushell coming over to be interviewed by Sherelle Brown.
We've got
Over to you, Sherelle.
Hello, Callie. We are live. So I just want to ask Callie a few questions. That was a great display of boxing. How did you find it in there?
Oh, that was tough. She just didn't stop coming at me, so I knew I had to move, but my legs were like jelly, that they just wouldn't go where I wanted them to go. But first round again was a bit slow for me as usual, and then second and third, I think I picked it up.
Well, a bit of good news for you. We had you ahead on all three scorecards, so we were a bit surprised that we saw a 4-1 split.
I had to go for it in the last round. I thought it could have gone either way, so I was like, I need to do this.
I don't think so. I don't know what you were seeing, but we were seeing a completely different fight.
I'm always hard on myself, so it's better to think that way and then go for it than think I've got it and then lose it.
Well, congratulations and thank you for bringing a gold medal back to England. That's great. And go and enjoy some food.
Thanks.
Have a glass of wine or something.
Yeah, definitely a glass of wine.
Cool.
Cheers.
No worries. Thanks for your time. We've got one of my favourites on.
Okay, while Sherelle poses for a photograph. In the ring now we have an interesting contest between two Swedish internationals. We have Stephanie Thor from the BK Varin Sweden Boxing Club against one of Sherelle's favourite boxers on the circuit at the moment, Agnes Alexiusson Värnamo from Boxing Club Sweden. Mixed contrast in results yesterday. We thoroughly believe that Stephanie was pipped in her contest yesterday evening, whereas Agnes controlled and schooled her opponent with relative ease. Agnes Alexiusson is one of 4 in the running for the Golden Girl Championship.
I just have to say I really like her style. It's a very sat back on the back leg counter puncher, but the moment you make a mistake, she capitalises on it. But I mean, we've got 2 top females in the ring at the moment, so this is a contest that I'm going to tell all the people at home to not take their eyes off.
The only thing we can have in this scenario is obviously they must be teammates on the international circuit and at squads, etc. And then I suppose countless rounds of sparring could lead to a scenario where I'll get the better of you on one occasion, you get the better of me, and then so on. So do they just go for it, or does it become a chess match?
I think it's going to become a chess match. If it's what you say it is, where they've sparred a lot most of the time, that means they know their styles very well. So it would have to become a chess match, wouldn't it? So I've got my favourite already. I think everyone at home knows who my favourite is. The question is, who is the better woman on the day?
Well, as we see at the moment, red corner stamping her authority, bossing the centre of the ring, keeping Agnes on the back foot. But Agnes seems to be picking her shots, throwing from range, capitalising on the mistakes and basically the slow reaction of Stephanie's punches to land clean first and third combinations.
Do you think this is going to make a difference in regards to work rate if the red corner throws a little bit more? Do you reckon it will have Agnes under pressure?
I do. Like we saw in just the last contest there, we had Vida, who was totally on the front foot for 3 rounds and was getting picked off, was just getting caught as she was advancing. And what we've got here now is the same kind of scenario where Stephanie's just trying to dominate the centre of the ring and push on her opponent, but Agnes is catching her with tremendous counters. But notably, these two are very, very popular in their own country. Both elites, both with relative international experience. One, I believe, is the current national champion, which I believe is Stephanie. So let's just see what the next 2 rounds bring. Watching that, unofficially, I'll give Agnes just a share of the spoils and have her up by 1 round, but that is just an unofficial scorecard from myself.
We can't get the displays on the screen because Kenneth has probably gone to have a cup of tea. He's disappeared somewhere. So when he's back, we'll start putting the unofficial scorecards on your screen at home. But for now, Sab and I have scored 1 round in favour of the blue corner. I think it's clear. I think Agnes wants to keep it nice and long, and her opponent seems to want to force the fight. Do you think she has the right idea, Stephanie, forcing it forward?
Stephanie seems comfortable, but it just doesn't seem to be the work rate behind the method of her kind of boxing. Agnes seems to be doing all the forcing. Now it's Agnes now on the front foot and landing clean with just clusters.
Great hook there, landed by Agnes.
Great jab. Stephanie just seems to be happy to go through the motions. Lateral movement, a little bit of head movement, trying to walk her opponent down, but no sooner does she try to trap her in the corner, Agnes just comes out and just throws 6 or 7 shots, pivots, and is back on the front foot.
And this Agnes is one of the 4 boxers that people at home can go on to Facebook and vote for the champion of the Golden Girls tournament. So pay attention to Agnes's boxing, and I think this is also Stephanie's another person that people can vote for at home, or have I got that wrong?
Off the top of my head, I think it's. Have
I got the muddled up? I've got the muddled up, haven't I?
Probably.
Well, from what I know, Agnes is one of the top 4.
3.
Thank you, Sab. One of the top 3 boxers that you can vote for at home to be the champion of the Golden Girls tournament. So get out on Facebook and start voting.
For me, this just looks a comfortable round for Agnes. Going through the motions, but just being positive and just applying just a little bit of added pressure onto Stephanie, who just seems to be running out of ideas in her ability in trying to close the space between herself and Agnes. So we just discovered that Kenneth has decided to go and do a corner over in ring B.
Oh, there he is.
So we'll give you verbally our unofficial scorecards, while Ken just multitasks and goes and becomes a second for the next 9 minutes in ring B.
So unofficially, we've scored again 2 rounds in favour of the blue corner to Agnes Engleson. I think I've said that right. So
Stephanie's definitely going to need to up the work rate for this last round if she's going to have any bearing on the result of this contest.
I think stylistically, Agnes's style just works very well against Stephanie's. I mean, all credit to both ladies. We're looking at, the current Swedish champion, and we're looking at a Swedish international champion who's gone on to win various amount of things. So what we have in front of us is a quality contest. As I said, I think Agnes is just edging it for me. So let's go into the 3rd round and see if Stephanie can turn this around.
If Stephanie truly believes that she's behind, then we should see a sense of urgency in her coming out, closing the space and just landing non-stop basically. She's again just seems to be a little bit relaxed, waiting too long, and Agnes is just punishing her with accurate straight shots.
Stephanie seems to have picked her work rate up But as I've said, that Agnes has just come back with the same sort of work rate too. So again, do you think it's a little bit too late?
Definitely, there just doesn't seem to be a sense of urgency unless she truly believes that she's doing enough and she's in a comfortable lead. Good shot.
Good shot there by both of the girls. Good shot there.
Beautiful boxing on the back foot. Just schooling her opponent now.
I have to say, the composure that Agnes has displayed throughout this bout shows her experience.
Definitely.
I think we're slowly coming to the closing stages of this contest. I think we're going to hear the clapper.
Yeah, to me this is a resounding performance. Personally, I just thought Stephanie was a little bit fortunate to get through the semi yesterday, but today Agnes has just shone. For me, it's a whitewash, 5-0, unanimous decision for one of the contenders for the Golden Girl, and that's Agnes Alexiusson. Fighting out of Vermana, BK, Sweden, from the blue corner.
Good last shot.
Great performance.
Tremendous bout from both of the girls as they embrace after the bell. I think Agnes looks pretty confident. But again, let's go to the official scorecards. We've scored all
3 rounds.
All in favour of the blue corner.
corner.
We're going for a unanimous decision, but let's see what the official scorecards will say.
So we've only 5 contests remaining in Ring A. Who will become the Golden Girl champion? Also just below us here, we have a impressive selection of the Golden Girl belt alongside the trophy for the winning boxer, including trophies for Best Diploma, Best Youth, Best Junior, Best Contest, Best Technical, and many various ones. It's just a shame that there's not one there for Most Ugliest Team, because I certainly know which one gets my vote. But there you go.
So what did you say? Let's see if we can get Agnes to come over at some point and have a ringside interview and ask her about her boxing display.
Okay then, so bout number 20 features one of Sherelle's former sparring partners, Amy Broadhurst from the Islington Boxing Club in England. And she faces the tricky Russian from St. Petersburg, Alessandra Ordina, the Russian. Ordina must have had a walkover yesterday. Didn't see her in the ring on the gala evening. Amy looked strong yesterday in her semi-final encounter. Cruising to a unanimous decision.
Did we see the Russian box?
No, just mentioned. I think she must have had the walkover.
Okay.
Only Amy. We still have Ken, our computer expert, multitasking, doing a corner over in Ring B, so any official unofficial scoring from myself and Sherelle at this moment in time will not be posted on the forum.
And actually, we've just got. Yeah, of course you can. We've got Agnes Alexanson. How do you say your surname?
Engleson.
Well, we have her ringside. I was watching your performance yesterday, and I thought it was one of the best. Not surprised to see you one of the top 4 voted for the Golden Girls champ. Would you like to tell me a little about your performance today?
Today, I was really excited for today's fight. It was a good opponent, and I just felt confident and did my plan, and it worked.
Well, I've seen you around the circuit. I boxed here about 4 years ago, and you were boxing. Were you boxing as a junior or youth at that time? You were boxing about 5 years ago. You were boxing, and I think you were.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. No, I've seen you around. Yeah. And then you've gone on to do great things. What have you done as an amateur?
As a youth and junior, I have 2 world champion gold and 3 European golds.
Okay. So is your dream to go on to box in 2020 in Tokyo?
Of course.
Okay. Am I looking at a future Olympian, possibly a gold medalist? Okay, well remember, I predicted it first.
Yeah.
A gold medalist.
I'll give you a shout out then.
Oh, brilliant. Well, congratulations. That was a top performance yesterday and a top performance today. Go and enjoy yourself and have something to eat. Take care. Bye-bye. So we just had Agnes Alexanson ringside talking about her ambitions as for an Olympian in 2020. Remember, I called it first, folks. A gold medalist, potentially, I have just spoken to. So on to the next bout. We are watching Amy Broadhurst from Islington Boxing Club, England, versus Alexandra Ordina from St. Petersburg, Russia. Have you been keeping an eye on this bout while I was having my interview, Seb?
Yeah, they're just a lot of huff, no puff at the moment. They're just looking to expose any kind of flaws from each other. It's going to be a good chess match. Amy landing with clean backhand on the advancing Russian. A little bit smaller than Amy. Amy just seems to be working well behind that range. It's going to be an interesting fight.
From what I can see, it's pretty tense already. I think both girls have probably studied each other, might be familiar with each other's style. The question is, who will be the better woman on the day? Both landing quality shots on that exchange, Amy just finishing it. And those are the things that the judges are looking for when scoring ringside. Finishing the exchange. So it's not who starts the exchange, it's who finishes it. Sometimes we've got Amy finishing the exchange, and sometimes we've got Alexander finishing the exchange. But let's see what happens as this contest progresses.
Bout number 22 in ring B. We have in the red corner Madeline from Kingsley, Ireland. Blue corner.
It's a pretty intense contest, both girls battling it out to try and secure the first round. I think it's turning into one that is pretty difficult to score. What would you say, Sab?
Definitely. I think Amy's won that round.
Just on the last, would you say? Just on the last?
Just on the last closing exchanges, to be honest with you. Cleaner shots, a little bit more force behind her punches. 1 to red.
So unofficially ringside, we are scoring 1 in favour of Amy Broadhurst of Islington Boxing Club, England. Unfortunately, our our computer technician is having a conversation ringside, so we are unable to get these scores up on the ring. However, unofficially ringside, we are scoring 1 in favour of the red and not in favour of the blue. But we will see what happens as the bout continues. There's a quick start from Amy Broadhurst in the red corner. I think she seems to have a little bit more success when she's working at mid to long range. But as the contest has started within the first 15 seconds, I would say that Amy has just started to tip the scales and the balance of this bout.
Sir.
Finding you.
Yeah, good.
Great backhand there from Amy Broadhurst.
Yeah, I don't sound important.
This is good work from Amy Broadhurst in the red corner.
Actually, we always expect the Russians to be the aggressor, but on this occasion, Amy naturally seems to be the aggressor of the two opponents. More busier, more industrial.
I think it seems to me that the Russian might be running out of some ideas in how to box Amy and her aggression, but we'll see as the round progresses. But at the moment I have the round, as I said earlier, slowly tipping in favour of Amy Broadhurst in the red corner. We were just having a conversation ringside about how many medals Islington have won so far, but what I'm aware of, I think they've had, is at the moment potentially 2 gold medals. So if Amy wins this could be a third. I might be wrong in saying there was another boxer, so I'm not sure in regards to how many medals they've won so far, but they brought out at least 5 females in this contest, and of which that we know of, they've definitely got 2 gold medals and potentially a third on its way.
Yeah. Another round to red. Amy looking stronger as the round progresses. Russians certainly losing.
Yeah, so
her form and her shape, which is rare. For these Eastern European forces.
So unofficially, we're scoring 2 rounds in favour of red, going into the third and final round coming up. If you have a look at your screen right now, folks, get out and vote on Facebook for the champ of the Golden Girls. Get out and vote for the champs of the Golden Girl contest on facebook.com/knockout.no. Get on and vote for the champion. My thoughts are with Lynn Chin Chin and Caroline there of Canada. So let's see who will become the Golden Girl champion. Now moving into the third round, we have unofficially, if we can get that up on the screen, unofficially we have Amy ahead by 2 rounds, with the Russian coming into this with no wins at the moment. So let's see what happens in the third and final round. My opinion right now is that Amy will dominate this round. I think the Russian is running out of ideas in what she wants to do, but again, this is boxing, folks. Do not take your eyes off the screen. Anything can happen.
The Russian just seems to be struggling with Amy's southpaw stance. The rear cross hook just seems to catch her advanced opponent every time when Broadhurst throws it. There you go, backhand on its own. Comfortable.
Do you think the height difference is something to that's taken advantage in this contest, Sam?
blue is just for me, it's just too static. There's not much movement, and Amy really just can't miss with them shots. Amy obviously warmed up for this bout, winning her semi-final. Obviously, Alessandra must have had the walk over to the final.
I think when you're on a 3-day contest, it does make a difference if you get a bout before the next one. I think it gets you to open your lungs up. That's what I found in an international contest.
Yeah, dust off the cobwebs.
Exactly.
You know, us as a club, we like to come to these kind of things just to prepare for national championships back home, when you have the concept of boxing 3 times, you know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, quarters, semis and finals, to prepare you for obviously to make the weight, weigh in on the day, box. If successful, you win, then you repeat, weigh in, box. Sometimes, you know, put all that effort in and you're prepared to box on the first day, and then when the draw comes out, you either have a walkover straight to the final, or you don't box till the second day, and that can sometimes hinder your performance.
Agreed. But I think this contest has been completely one-sided. I think Amy's landing the backhand at will in what she did yesterday. She's landing the lead hook at will. As I said, I think the Russian has just run out of ideas, and I think it's just not her day. I think the advantage has come from Amy having the contest the day before, enabling her to open up her lungs. As Sab said, dust off the cobwebs. And I think, as I said, the contest is definitely going one way. And
Amy is strong in what she does, and it's basic. It's just backhand hook, backhand hook. Measures with the lead, backhand over the top, and then that lead hook. And the Russian just has no answer to it. I mean, to me, it's 3 rounds in the bag for Amy, and another gold medal for the Islington Boxing Academy.
That was a fabulous contest. Definitely went one way. We scored it all 3 rounds in favour of the red corner, Amy Broadhurst of Islington Boxing Club. I'm going to predict a unanimous decision, and I'm even going to start by saying a big congratulations to Amy. But again, folks, this is an unofficial scorecard ringside. Let's go to the centre of the ring for the official announcement. And here we go. We're about to get the official announcement. Announcement. I don't think there'll be any surprise here. And as we predicted, unanimous decision to Amy Broadhurst. Congratulations to the Islington Boxing Club on their senior champion, Amy Broadhurst, at 64 kilos. A big congratulations. We're going to see if we can get Amy ringside to talk about her win and her performance. But until then, let's get ready for the next bout that is ahead. And the next bout ahead is going to be under 64 kilos, Chelsea Hingen of Holland versus Dita Frostholm of Denmark. That is the next contest. But again, a big congratulations to Amy Broadhurst of Islington Boxing Club. But right now, we have in front of you, we are voting for the champ of the Golden Girls tournament. Get out and vote on facebook.com/knockout.no. My vote is swaying towards Lynn Shen or Caroline Vierda of Canada. But let's continue on to the next bout.
I'll let you know. All right? Yeah. All right, bye. Bye. Yeah. That's it.
We now have 4 more contests. We have in the red corner, Chelsea Hingen of Holland. I hope I've pronounced that correct. And Dita Frostholm of Denmark in the blue corner. That is the next contest.
I don't remember seeing any of these yesterday.
No, I didn't assume they have
so
a
this
straight,
must have been a straight
final.
Straight final.
Yeah.
Winner by unanimous decision. Blue corner, Norway. Average next up, ring A, box number 21. Red corner from Holland, Chelsea Hagen. Blue corner from Denmark, Taipei, Scond.
And I think we've got a contest where the girls have gone straight into fighting in the pocket straight away. I think this might be an all-out war for 3 rounds. Sub, what do you think?
It's going to be an all-out scrap. For me, the key is just to find that space. If you stay in the pocket, tuck up, elbows in, bring your shots up through the middle and over the top. A few loose slaps from both boxers.
I'd like to see one of the boxers step off and box at range instead of just fighting at one distance all the time.
That's what the Dutch girl's trying to do from the red corner. There you go. When she finds her range, she lands clean, but then she's just drawn into a war with the DT from Denmark, blue corner. It's going to be a tough one to score, and again with 5 judges ringside, what is their preference? That's the.
Well, the thing is, when 2 people stand in the pocket throwing punch after punch after punch after punch, who do you score? It's harder to see who finishes the exchange, who starts the exchange, and what can make the difference is throwing the punches in bunches and taking half a step back, allowing the opponent to miss, for the judges to see who's got the upper hand. I definitely think that makes a difference.
Yeah. Blue looks stronger. Red, I think, again, she just steps back, just finds the range, works off that jab. Give herself some room.
I'm amazed that they've been able to sustain this pace so far.
Definitely. Blue's got her tactics right, in the sense that she wants to draw Red into a war, and that's exactly what she's doing. It's not one for the purists, I must say, but success for both, limited defence from both.
Yeah, agreed. I think when you're fighting on the inside, you've got to be able to tuck up, you've got to be able to roll, take a lay back out, slip, and work in there. And at the moment, all we've seen is toe-to-toe boxing.
I think for scoring of this round, body language is going to be key, because Blue seems to infringe before she lands, and then Red lands and then causes an infringement. So it's probably the most difficult round to score of the contests that we've been commentating on.
Agreed.
Any idea?
I'm going to go with body language, and I'm going to go in favour of the blue corner.
Yeah, blue corner for me, just edging it with the landing the punches with force, with the harder shots.
So unofficially at ringside, sorry to cut you, Sam, we are going to score a round in favour of the blue corner. And at ringside right now we have Amy Broadhurst. Big congratulations. I was saying ringside that it was pretty obvious from the first round which way the fight was going. Did you feel that way?
Yeah, no, I felt in the first round I was comfortable. I knew I had to go in and do it today because she was elite European champion. But it was a good fight. I'm delighted with my performance.
Yeah, no, I have to say, you seem to just be able to go in the ring and land your backhand and your hook.
Yeah.
And I think the Russian seemed to just run out of ideas. Is that what you were getting from the corner?
Yeah, no, I knew that her footwork wouldn't be as quick.
Okay.
But we knew she was strong, so I just couldn't stand toe to toe with her, or else I'd make it a lot closer than what it should have been.
Okay. Yeah. Have you come across her before in tournaments or seen her about?
No,
or is this the first time
that's
you've come
the first time. She's 30, I think, 31.
Okay.
So I wouldn't have come across her, but I boxed the Russian there in the World Championships, and they'd boxed before. So
yeah, I saw your bout in the World Championships.
Yeah.
I definitely think you were hard done by. I think you definitely got the decision. I think it's always difficult when you're boxing a home boxer. You're up against the crowd, you're up against the judges. But as I said, watching your bout in the World Championships, I think you boxed amazingly, and unfortunately the decision didn't go your way. But it has today.
Exactly.
16 times national champion in Ireland, and now Golden Girls champion.
Yeah.
So I just want to wish you the best of luck in your boxing career, and hopefully see you on the circuit again.
Thank you.
Take care.
Yeah, thank you. Fuck, thanks for telling me, Jesus.
So this contest is warming up very nicely. Red seems to have found her range, picking the advancing opponent. Peter Frost home from Denmark. Unofficial scorecard 1 to blue after the first, but Red seems to have found a little bit of space between two and picking off the advancing Frostrome as she attempts to come in. Good scoring shot from Red. For me, unofficially, Red now nicks that round. So
I'm coming back
set up a final interesting round, one apiece going into the last.
So as we go into the third and final round, we have one apiece from the red and the blue corner. It all lies within the third and final round. Sab, which way do you think the contest will go on what you've seen so far?
Red created a little bit of space between the two in the second round after being smothered by Frostrome, the Danish girl in the blue. And again, she's come out, finding her range, pouring with that lead hand, trying to measure the advance in blue. If she can just keep her long, it's a round that she can win and hopefully the contest. But blue's just going to prevail, just walk forward, lateral movement.
Great shot there by the red corner.
And just keep trying to pin Chelsea Heyen from Holland in the red corner onto the back foot. And hopefully that form may clinch the title. So it's all to play for in this final round. as we predicted at the beginning, a very, very difficult contest to score.
It seems as though the red corner's just found, as you said, a little bit more distance and is making the blue corner miss a bit more when she's not being dragged into a bit of a wall.
It's just the defence has totally been neglected in this contest. They're both having ample success scoring, landing on the target, as you've seen there with the red.
Oh, great
Red
shot
landing
there.
the cleaner shots, blue looking a little bit tired.
I think
A little bit of welcome respite there from red.
I think the pace that the bout has been going at has been pretty phenomenal.
Oh, this has been non-stop. This has been non-stop. Credit to both corners. Credit to both boxers. Excellent
Great shot there
fitness.
for the red corner.
Excellent work rate.
I think she's realised that she can now land that backhand at will.
She's measuring with that lead, and it's the backhand over the top which is the key to winning this contest. But again, blue comes back. It's great contest.
This has been a fantastic work rate from both the ladies in the red and the blue. It was one apiece going into the third round. For me, as the scales tip, I'm slowly going in favour of the red corner, just because of the distance gained and the overhand rights that she's been landing at will. And there it was again. I think, in light of what I'm seeing, I can see this decision going to a split decision in favour of the red, but you can't speak too soon, it's boxing. So guys, if you're watching, do not take your eyes off the screen. And I think at some point we will hear the 10-second clapper, so let's see what happens in the last 10 seconds. Will it be enough if the blue picks up the pace to win the second round? Shot there. And what a fantastic contest that has been.
I'm going to stick my neck out. I'm going to make. It's going to be a split. It's got to be a split. And I think red, the girl from Holland, has just slightly edged. A fantastic contest. Brilliant work rate from both. Full credit. It's just a shame there has to be a loser.
So again, unofficially, Sab and I have scored ringside 2 in favour of the red on a split decision, but again, this is an unofficial scorecard. So let's wait until this announcement has gone in ring B. Let's have a look at the announcement in ring A. The blue corner seems to think that she's got the decision, but this is going to be interesting here. Let's go to the official announcements.
Winner by unanimous decision.
Oops.
Red corner.
Well, got the right winner.
We got the right winner, but the
Wrong score.
The wrong score.
I thought it was a lot closer than that.
I did think so.
Check out Instagram Golden Girl BC @knockout.no.
And if you're on Instagram, is that what you just said?
Yeah, you're more than welcome to repeat it.
Okay. Check it. If you're at home, get out and vote for the champ of the Golden Girls tournament on facebook.com/knockout.no.
Right, so we've seen, out of the 4 contestants, we've seen Caroline Veria and Gloria Diamelda, and now the other 2. We await with bated breath Nei Chin Chen and Madeline Engleson. Both competed against one another in the recent World Championships. Close contest, but now the stage is set at the Golden Girls. The world champion is in the ring. Surely the winner of this will be crowned the Golden Girl.
Next bout in ring B.
Oh, I will have to tell all viewers at home, do not take your eyes off the screen. We have a repeat of the finals of the World Championships right now that you're watching in the Golden Girls tournament. In the red corner, we have Lynn Chin of Chinese Taipei versus Madeline Engleson of Norway in the blue. This is a repeat of the World Championships final. Do not take your eyes off the screen. I think the bout that we're about to watch is probably going to be the best of the contest. Keep your eyes on the screen and do not blink. Let's wait for the official announcements in ring A.
Lin Chen, Chinese Taipei Association, Taiwan. Blue corner, Madeline Engleson, Norway.
If you have popcorn, make sure it's in front of you right now because you do not want to miss this bout. Would you like some popcorn, Sab?
No, thank you.
Okay, just checking. And here we go.
Lin Chen oozed confidence yesterday, literally stood an arm's length from her opponent, catching her advancing opponent with every punch you can think of. Hands by her side, exhibition stuff, but today, and for this final, I think she's going to have to be a little bit cautious with blue corner. Both boxed before, very, very close contest over in Buenos Aires, the World Championships. Tantalising, mouth-watering contest here. Just in the early stages of the first round. But Lin Chen has set her stall, holding that centre of the ring and just exposing any kind of flaw that Madeline may produce.
We are watching a top-class female bout right now. This is something that people watch, you know, in the Olympic stages or the World Champion stages, and here we have at Golden Girls one of the top-class female bouts that we're watching right now. So like I said, do not take your eyes off the screen. I think we've got something amazing in store.
Lin Chen was interviewed by Sherelle yesterday evening after her points victory and said that she idolises and watches exceptional boxers such as Lomachenko, Tyson. Funny enough, she mentioned my name as well. So a combination of those three of just what you're watching now is just a true form of boxing for someone who just looks so confident in the ring.
To be fair, Sab, your style of boxing is very good.
Then or now?
Then, not now.
I could barely keep my hands up now.
I have to say, I feel like Lin Chen's starting to find her range, and the shots that she wants to land are starting to come together. I think the composure coming from both the ladies, you know, with this amount of pressure, shows their experience in, you know, these kind of competitions.
Good check hook there from Madeline. 2 in succession, 3 in succession,
3 in succession,
4
wow.
in succession. Good work. Doesn't seem to have no barren effect on the chin of Chin.
Very good, Sam. And as we move into the last 10 seconds of this round, who would you even score this to? Based on what we're seeing, this is a top-class performance. How do you score a round like this, Sam?
Great first round. I'll just give the edge to Lin Chen from China Taipei. The thing is, it's a 3-minute round, you know, and although Madeline had limited success, you know, sort of a little 5-10 second spell to 3-4 shots. It's the round. It's the round in general. Her dominance, footwork, angles, just something for the purists. But full credit to Madeline. You know, had a little bit of success there, but it seems to me that as soon as Madeline catches her opponent, Chen just seems to counter straight away and claw the punch back. So I just edge it 1-0 to red as we approach the second round.
So unofficially, we've scored it 1 in favour of the red corner, Lin Chen. but that was an incredibly hard round to score. So let's see what happens as we go into the second round.
Match nummer 27, match nummer 29, Engleson, B-ringen till A-ringen. Det är alltså
Great shot there by Lynn Chin Chin. With the interview that I had with Lynn Chin Chin yesterday, she said she would actually look forward to boxing Madeline again. So she's got what she wants. I think the styles of both ladies, they match really well, and I think, you know, moving forward, as I've said continuously, that this bout is going to be very interesting. But what we have at the moment, we have ringside. Is it Chelsea?
Yes.
It's Chelsea. How do you pronounce your surname?
What do you say?
So your surname is
Heine.
Heine. Okay, so we have Chelsea. Tell me about your performance just now.
The last fight, the final fight, was a really tough fight. Conditional was a little bit bad for me. Normally I'm a little bit fitter, but I was ill.
Are you telling me you're not fit?
No, I was ill.
We just saw three frees of you throwing continuous shots, and you're telling me you're not fit. I'm a little bit scared.
Yeah, I was ill the whole week, and Wednesday I felt a little bit better. So we said, now we're just gonna try, and we will see. So I had Friday evening I had a bye, so that was lucky for me. Saturday was not easy, but easy going fight. So I had a lot of energy left for now. Yeah. And now I felt not fit.
Now you're a Golden Girls champion, and you're
Yes.
telling me you're sitting here telling me you're not fit.
Yes.
Oh God, I don't want to know what you're like when you're fit. Honestly, it was a top class performance. I have to say, what I really appreciated was the way in the third round you were stepping back and trying to get a bit of distance to land
that
the
was what
overhand
I
round.
want to try all the 3 rounds, but yeah. The last round my coach said it, and I thought I have to try it and use it, because then he knows I'm listening, and for him a little bit.
Well, I just want to congratulate you for
much.
being the Golden Girls champion.
Yeah, thank you.
And we're going to go back to the bout that we have in front.
Yes.
Do not take your eyes off it.
No.
Go and have something to eat and have a rest.
Yeah,
It was
thank
lovely
you
to meet
very
you.
much.
Thank you so much.
So just going into the latter stages of round 2, Chin Chen seems to have found her range and her angles. Again, Madeline just seems to have success with the hook when thrown, but Lynn Chin Chen just seems to be enjoying herself in there. Last 10 seconds of round 2. Chin Chen just closing the gap, working to head and body, finishing with eye-catching shots. It's 2 rounds to red, unofficially.
So Sab's scorecard, ringside unofficially, 2 rounds in favour of the current world champion, Lynn Chin Chin. I don't know why on the scorecards they've got your name before mine.
Seniority.
Is that in regards to age?
Moving on with the third and final round now approaching. Don't disrespect your elders.
I'm sorry. Well, no, I thought you were 25. I'm the elder, aren't I?
Yeah.
That's why I was asking.
In dog years.
And here we go into the third and final round of this senior contest at 69 kilos.
Truth be told, it hasn't set the arena on fire, but it's just a tantalising technical contest of the highest order between 2 great operators, of which one is the current world champion in the red corner, Lynn Chin Chen.
The confidence that oozes out of Lynn Chin Chen is unbelievable. I don't think I've seen anything like it in a while. I think
Super footwork, using her angles, switching the head to body, hands low, just so confident.
Do you know what? As I'm sitting here watching this, I'm thinking I would love to see Sandy Ryan at 69 kilos against Lynn Chen Chen, because Sandy's got that confidence about her, that style about her.
Yeah.
I think could that possibly be one to watch?
She's got a great engine on her, Sandy. Obviously, when we went up there for sparring, and obviously I follow her on Instagram and Facebook. And do you know what? If the draw's made,
I think it'd be a cracking contest.
bout.
Cracking contest.
We're just running down the clock now for the third and last round of this elite under 69 category national final in the Golden Girls Championship between China Taipei, featuring Nei Chin Chen and Madeline Engleson from Vestby in Norway.
And remember also that Lynn Chin Chin is one of the favourites for the champion of the Golden Girls contest. So if you've been impressed by this bout, get out and vote via Facebook, facebook.com/knockout.no. Get out and vote for your favourite champion of the Golden Girls contest. It's coming across your screen right now. Get out and vote for your winner. We're potentially watching, could we be watching a final, a semi-final, a quarter-final of the 2020 Tokyo Olympics right now?
Absolutely. It just all comes down to the draw. Will they be in the same section? Will they be opposite? Who knows? No doubt we'll see both. Given that they qualify through, a mark of mutual respect for both. Great contest, but for me, Lynn Chin Chen seals the deal with a convincing unanimous display, which could possibly lead to being the Golden Girl champion for 2019.
So we've scored it unofficially at ringside. 3 rounds in favour of the red corner, but let's go to ring A for the official announcement. And as you can see on the screen now, we have the votes for the champion of the Golden Girls tournament. Get on facebook.com/knockout.no and put your votes ahead. Watching that performance, I'm going to have to go in favour of Lynn Chin Chin for the champion of the Golden Girls, but that is just my vote, folks. Please get online and vote on facebook.com/knockout.no. Let's go for the official announcement in the centre of the ring.
Winner by a unanimous decision. Red corner, Lynn Chin Chen, Chinese Taipei, Taiwan.
Looks like we got our scorecards unofficially right. We got them right, didn't we, Seb? Or
We've
should
got
I
the
say
actual
you?
scorecard, right?
Yeah, we got a scorecard.
Yeah.
That was a top performance by both girls. All credit to Madeline. Boxed very well.
Takes two to tango, and it was a great bout. Great bout. Worthy of a final.
So we are moving on.
We're moving on now to another 69 category contest between Erika Edblom from Djurgården, Sweden, and Emily Sonvinko from Team France.
And you know what? We've just got ringside. We've just got Caroline from Canada. She's finally made her way after a certain amount of time. So, again, Caroline, a top class performance that we've seen today. To be honest, I expected that. Is it what you expected?
No, I was expecting somebody stronger than yesterday, but I think she wasn't better than the other girl. Yesterday it was a tougher
Tougher fight.
and today I think I scared her like right away with my jab,
Yeah.
and I was really imposing, so like it was really easy after in the
Yeah.
fight.
It looked like you were building confidence as the rounds went on. You were kind of sitting on the back foot in the first and the second, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere in the third, you started to, dominate and move forward. Is that something you saw when you're fighting?
I always start slowly to find my distance, but with her, like I saw that I could attack her right away, and so I was really busy. I thought I was gonna give her a count. They never stopped her, and I think the coach should have done something about it because she was receiving a lot of punches. But I did my best to try to stop her. I was really busy in the third round. I did a really good fight. I did my best.
No, you did. You looked like your lungs really opened up, and you could really, let a vast array of shots go, and your confidence was there. And to be honest, I pretty much saw that ringside, and it was a pleasure to watch you.
Yeah.
And big congratulations.
Thank you.
And enjoy your break for now. I'm sure you'll be competing very soon. Anyway.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Well, lovely. Take care. It was lovely to meet you.
So while Sherelle had her photo taken with the one of the Golden Girl contenders, Caroline Beyer, we move on to bout number 23 between Erika Enblom from Djurgården, Sweden, red corner, and facing her from Team France is Emile Sonvinko. Height and reach in favour of Edblom. Good movement from Blue. Attempting for Edblom to fall short so she can counter. Good overhand right from the French girl. Same again. Seems to find her range. Just stepping into that pocket. Working over the top. Erika doesn't need to go looking for it. Erika just hold that centre of the ring, hold that central position. Good backhand from Erika. Just work off her lead hand, work off that jab and flow with her shots. Pressing, but as she's pressing, she's falling short. And Emile Sonvinko just countering with backhands over the top.
So, Sav, from what you were watching, how would you score the round that we've just watched?
Blue started off very, very fast, very confident. Erika started to find her range, landing some clean backhands over the top. I mean, she's taller, she's longer, she should be using her reach and range, but she was falling in, stepping in, and Emile was having success. But towards the end of the round, Erika found her opponent, landing some good clusters. For me, I still think the tidy work came from Blue, so I'll stick my neck out and give Team France the first opening round of this contest. So Sherelle, while we're waiting for this,
So what were you saying?
so while we're waiting for the second round to begin, who's been your eye-catching opponent so far?
I think I've had at least 3. Agnes from Sweden. She's always been one of my favourites growing up, and, boxing on the circuit. I just love her boxing style, and she seems, as time's gone on, to get a lot more confident. Caroline, who we've just had ringside, I love the way in which she uses mid and long range. Definitely a style or person that I'm gonna watch the career of. And finally, Lynn Chen. I think if I could pick to box like anyone, definitely her. Not just the boxing style, but the confidence that she has. It's something that I haven't seen within the women's division. But let me ask you the same question. If you had to pick, who would you say your favourites of the tournament has
Technically,
been?
for being just a purist and an absolute technician, naturally Lynn Chen, but I just tend to sway to the girl that you've just recently interviewed, Caroline Vera. I just think that's 2 excellent performances from both different spectrums of weight class. But Caroline was she just upped the ante, and as she said, she's brimming with confidence. She genuinely felt that after yesterday's semi-final, that she would have an opponent that would present her a problem in the final, but somehow she just made it look comfortable and relatively easy.
So we are lucky enough to have Lynn Chen ringside, who just won the Golden Girls tournament. We were predicting ringside that you had won all 3 rounds. Did you feel confident in there? It's okay. No problem. So did you feel confident when you were boxing that the decision was going your way?
Yeah, I have confidence because I have a lot of experience. Yeah, then I very enjoy in the ring.
Yeah, you can see as the contest goes on, your confidence building up. Is that something that you feel inside when you're boxing also?
I just very enjoy because when we fight, we can't know the result, but when we fight with the opponent, she will give me a lot of punch. Then I will try to use my technique. I very enjoy this moment, so I have confidence more and more.
I definitely think I'm looking at a gold medalist. I've said this to only a few, but 110%. I think I'm looking at the Tokyo gold medalist.
Wow.
And I will be looking out for you. I will be following you on Instagram.
Yeah, I have.
I think everyone should get out and follow Lynn Chen on Instagram, because I'm predicting 110% that she is going to be the Tokyo gold medalist. And it's been an absolute pleasure watching you box. I'm going to go home, watch all of your boxing, and start boxing like that tomorrow. As of tomorrow.
Yeah, you can do it.
Thank you very much. It's been
your next Olympic gold medal.
Listen, I'm going to leave that to you. I'm going to be a world champion in the professional ranks. So.
Yeah.
But it's an absolute pleasure, and I'm going to give you my phone right now.
Okay.
And I want you to put in your Instagram so I can follow you. But thank you so much, and a big congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So there you go. So while Sherelle and Lynn Chen swap Instagram accounts, we've come to the end of the second round of this contest between, in the blue corner, Emile Sonvico from Team France, and red corner, Erika Edblom from Djurgården, Sweden. Going into the third and final round, I still predict that France are ahead by 2-0, but that is just my unofficial score. Great jab from Blue. Scoring with relatively easy straight shots as he advances.
That was a great shot there from the blue corner.
Seems that Sherelle's decided to rejoin the commentating team.
I can't help it, Sam. If I've got a world champion / potential gold medalist sitting next to me. Of course I'm going to get her Instagram.
Well, you've also
And
got
she
a
might-
potential / world champion coach in the making.
That's true. That's true. Oh, great stuff.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
Ed Bloom just needs to be a
Lovely
little
to
bit
meet you.
busy, a little bit busier.
Yeah, take care.
She
Best
needs
of
to
luck.
just work that jab, straighten that jab, stiffen that jab. Just straight shots, but she just can't seem to keep Emil Sovico apart. It's just a surprise with all these. Just with the ability that Red possesses, that she just doesn't seem to be using to her advantage. France just seems to be scoring with relatively ease, just stepping back, giving her a bit of space. Ed Bloom just falling short, and Emil just countering with lead and backhand straight shots.
I just got her Instagram. You jealous?
No, funny enough, she gave it to me yesterday.
Oh. So, what you've been watching so far, who would you say is ahead?
France for me has been ahead. It's been more industrial. Red just has not utilised her height and reach. She just seems to step in, fall short. Doesn't seem to possess the power of the French. The French a little bit more small, dynamic. Works well in the pocket, covers up well, and now just really biding time to see this final stanza out. For me, I've had her 2 up. More work, cleaner punches coming from the girl from the blue corner, Team France. It's just, as a jab, as you can see, it's just a lazy lead hand. It's not stiff, and France just capitalises with just solid base, good footwork, good core, and just turning that shoulder and popping that backhand in over the top.
I'd have to agree with you. I think France seems to be building in confidence, going over that lazy jab and just landing the better quality punches.
Yeah,
So
another good, it was a good contest, very good contest, but for me, France wins that.
how many rounds?
All 3. I gave her all 3.
So unofficially ringside, Sab, who has been paying a little bit more attention than I have, has scored all 3 rounds in favour of the blue corner, France, and I would have to agree. So unofficially ringside, we've scored all 3 rounds in favour of the blue corner, France.
Result in ring A. Winner by unanimous decision, blue corner, Emily Sovico.
As Sab predicted, watching the bout, he predicted 3 rounds in favour of the blue corner, and the judges ringside have tended to agree with us. So let's move on to the next contest.
So the next bout in ring A is the bout number 27 from ring B. Jessica Melucci, Italy, Ida Bugren, Borås. And we have a winner in bout number 25, ring B. Winner by referee stop contest, round number 3, blue corner, Daria Kozlova, St. Petersburg, Russia.
Well, seem to have a problem with the program here. My program states that the next contest is an under 75 kilo elite A class between Sweden and Team France, but what we have in the ring are just while we get the names, looks like we have in the red corner from Italy, and not sure where blue's from. you got on yours, Ken?
Box number 27, ring A, we have in the red corner from Ares Box Italy, Jessica Bellucci. Blue corner from Veckoran Sölvesborg, Sweden, Ida Bogren.
So at this moment the names escape us for this contest, but red corner is represented by a boxer from Italy and blue corner is represented by a local boxer from Sweden.
Good body shot from the blue corner.
Bout number 26, ring B, red corner, Anna Julina, Helsinki, Dagmar, Finland. Blue corner, Colin Rose, left hook ABC, England.
So we're faced here with a nice little scrap between two diminutive powerhouses from Italy and Sweden, both neglecting defence and just opting to sit in the pocket and throw big shots. Both landing clean and successful. Blue, when she finds her range, works well behind her jab on the back foot. Italian just keep pressing forward, looking for the openings, working to the frantic instructions from her corner. I know a little bit of Italian, and from what I can understand he's saying, he's just press and exploit the gaps and don't just stand in the pocket admiring her tattoos. Good work rate from the Italian boxer, just systematically coming forward, just stamping her authority, breaking her down, switching from head to body, giving her no respite whatsoever. Good backhand from the Swedish boxer, but the Italian back on the front foot, just coming forward, just ploughing forward, throwing non-stop. Good work rate, great work rate as we reach the last 10 seconds. The Swedish boxer just trying to find some room, some angle, but fair play to her, the Italian just walking forward, and for me gets the opening round. Interesting second round approaches. Let's just see if the Italian has any energy left from that explosive first round, and she immediately sets herself onto the front foot. Blue just tactically now needs to work, switching angles, trying to keep her long, picking her off, switching, pivoting. She's having good success at the moment. It seems to be working. Again, the Italian coach just demanding his charge, just walk forward and just simply land. Keep working, keep exploiting the gaps, giving Blue no rest whatsoever.
Do you think she can sustain this work rate, Sam?
It seems that way. It just seems that way. Blue just needs to find a space, a little bit of range.
Good shot there from the Italian with the backhand.
Good work. Very good work.
I think this work rate might be slowing the lady in the blue down. The question is, can the lady in the blue sustain what the lady in the red is doing?
She just seems to be running out of ideas now, blue corner, but she just needs to maintain and sustain the distance between both.
If you look at the cleaner punches are coming from the blue corner. The Italian is walking into a array of punches that are being thrown right
now. To do something like this, you've got to be super fit, and this girl in the red is just a non-stop wrecking machine.
What is this? This is free freeze.
Unfortunately, I don't have the information on their names either. This could be a contest that's been carried over from Ring B and moved over, just to ensure that both rings finish at the same time, ahead of the presentations at the end of the evening. And back to work the Italian goes. Just Blue now leaning forward over her front foot.
The work is just non-stop from the Italian. She just doesn't stop punching.
If Blue can just reset, just step back, use her range and work on them counters, she just may have a little bit of success. Good backhand from the Blue. It's as you say, Blue is landing the quality punches, but Red is just throwing 10 to a dozen. That's a great round, but for me the Italian again, just punches, just a volume of punches for me.
It depends what the judges are looking for. Are they looking for the most aggressive boxer? Or are they looking for the boxer that is landing the cleaner shots? And this is something that comes into dispute because the scoring systems from before have now been changed into the AIBA scoring systems. Do you know much about that? And if so, can you explain that to the audience at home?
Sorry, Denise, I wasn't listening. Say that. Can you just repeat that, please?
Denise.
Sorry, I was texting Denise.
I was
texting Denise.
I was saying...
our matchmaker from the club, by the way. There's a plug.
The scoring system has changed from the old England system to now...
No, I don't think the scoring system's changed. I think the format of what you're looking for, all we seem to have, back in the day when we had computer scoring, you know, which was per punch, per point, per punch, it was like fencing. It was like glorified fencing where you're touching, throwing the glove at, with the knuckle, throwing the shot with the knuckle part of the glove with force. That's what you then classed as a scoring shot. Now it just seems to be like professional boxing. It's hands up, elbows tucked in, marching forward, looking to land the
biggest shots.
Listen, we've us as a club, we've been away for many years abroad, European, and there are some countries that have actually explained to us the scoring system of how they work. Italy, let's take Italy for example. We went to a couple of tournaments over there, and they told us, the referees and judges told us, that if your boxer lands 10 scoring shots, but then your opponent lands one clean, hard scoring punch, that person wins the round. Now, for me, with gloves, if you hit him 10 times and he hits you 6 times, there's the ratio that you've landed more than he has, providing it's quality and it's not tap. So, but that's the idea of boxing. That's why you're wearing gloves. You're scoring with these and not with any part of your body. I've seen a lot of people box on the back foot elegantly, clean, but yet, especially in England, the decisions are going against them because they're going for the dominant boxer who's just coming forward, being aggressive, but not landing. And this is where we just need to find a consistency with the officials, that what we have ringside. Now, for me, for this contest, if I was judging it, Red is just non-stop. It's just wound her up and watch her go. And she's landing volume. Yes, she's been triggered and caught with several
big shots. However, the volume.
But the ratio of 1 to, knowing the Italian, 1 to 50. The way she's just working. But how are they scoring it ringside? What are they looking for?
I mean, in the first round, I would have said the blue corner landed some good quality shots, but the work rate, as you said.
To be honest with you, first and second, you could have even had them 10-8s and 10-7s because of the margin and total amount of contest of punches landed. You know, this by far we saw about earlier in the evening. Was it Vida and Callie where they just held for leather?
And it was just leather for leather.
But this has surpassed it. This has been non-stop. Full credit to their fitness. Full credit to Blue, the Swede, who looked like after the first, she was out on her feet and she's come. It's great bout. I'll stick my neck out and give it to the Italian, but I'm not judging it.
So are you going to go 3 rounds in favour of the red corner?
No, to be honest with you, I'll give the last round to Blue.
Okay.
The Blue just found a little bit of distance between both and landed cleanly and made adjustments. Excuse me, it should have been them adjustments that could have, if you'd done earlier, we may have seen a different result.
But again, this is an unofficial scorecard that Sab and I have come to the conclusion of, and we will go to the centre of the ring for the official decision.
Result in Ring A. Winner by a split decision, 3-2. Red corner, Jessica Bellucci, Italy.
There you go. I just think I've knocked the nail on the head. You've got someone who's just been pressing non-stop, throwing volume after punch after punch after punch. Obviously no power in the shots, but volume of punches.
Agreed.
Blue has tried to find an angle and land clean, hard scoring shots. It's horses for courses. It's what you're actually looking for. 3-2 is just, there you go. Just 3 opinions to 2 opinions of what they're looking for when they're scoring a contest. It was a great bout. Fitness level superb for both of them. Fair play to them. Fair play to them.
I think you might be right. They might be moving some of Ring B into Ring A to speed the contest up. I'm not sure what's happened to our, was it 75 kilo bout that we originally had in.
We were looking for a
Ring A.
Result in Ring B. Winner by unanimous decision. Blue corner, Colin Rose. Left to 50 England.
We just haven't got an updated programme, so what we're going to do is just going to play it by ear, and with no disrespect to the names of the boxers in the ring, we will just work on red and blue corners.
Next out, ring B. We have in the red corner from England, Sonny Torman. Blue corner from Norway, Henrietta Oppsal Bastram. Ready for bout in ring A. Red corner from Norway, Sweden, Oda Smith. Blue corner from Oslo, Mexico, Norway, Kristina Murdal.
Okay, so we've got a Scandinavian mix in ring A. Sweden versus Norway. Norway represented in the blue corner, Sweden in the red.
That's great boxing from the red corner. Great straight shots. Boxing at range.
När alla matcher är färdiga, då ska vi ha en liten prisutdelning. Inte så liten heller, utan vi ska utse The Golden Girl. Så, stanna kvar i hallen efter att matcherna är färdiga. I Norge är det sista matchen som pågår.
Blue seems to have found her stride now, found her range, working behind her lead hand, just putting too much weight on that front foot when she's throwing the backhand, lean over a little bit too far, but red as yet just not capitalising, just biding her time.
The last bout is going on in ring A.
Both competitors just really finding their feet and just feeling each other out, throwing straight shots, and now just getting a little bit closer. Exchanges are getting a little bit faster and more frequent. Both two well-schooled boxers, good shape.
I think we have a great display of women's boxing in front of us, Seb.
Very good. It's very good. Technically very good.
Great boxing from the blue corner, great straight shots, and another one there landed. Great hook there from the red corner. I think the quality of shots landed from both girls has been pretty good this round. The question is who are we going to score that to? I favoured more the red corner. Who did you favour in this round?
Yeah, I like Red's shape. I mean, again, it was like to me it was like a glorified spar, but technically they were very, very, very capable. I think we're going to see a natural progression in the second round. I think a little bit more intensity from both. Red for me has just slightly edged it. Good shape. High guard, a good demonstration of boxing from both, but for me, red just nicks it for me.
Agreed. So unofficially, we are scoring one in favour of the red corner.
Red corner coached with Sammy Davis Jr. Blue now coming back into the mix. Probably a few wise words now from Blue's corner. And now Blue pressing, advancing forward. Looking to close the gap. It's getting late in the day now. Championship on the whole for the weekend has almost come into an end, but I must say there's been some exceptional boxing over 3 days. I've seen some truly wonderful, talented females, very well schooled. Even those like the lesser experienced, from diploma level to novice level, and obviously the standout elites that we featured last night, including today. I say, if anyone's watching this contest, and indeed it's an intriguing contest, both shipping, giving, taking shots, just watch this lovely, elegant third official in the ring, how she just glides. Fantastic with exceptional footwork, good movement, two-step, then the shuffle. We're just going to now break into the cha-cha-cha.
Fantastic footwork coming from the referee. I think
anyone wants to learn how to pivot and switch, check her out. Wonderful. And with a smile on her face. Back to the boxing. Blue now is beginning to warm up, finding her range. It's just a great contest now. Pressing forward now. Straight shots, combinations, working with clusters. And Red coming back for the last 10. It's just an intriguing contest, this. Both well schooled, well conditioned, great contest. Red starting brightly in the second, but Blue just having lots of success. I'm going to give that one to Blue, making it
one apiece.
One apiece going into the last. I'm doing that. I'd never do anything. So we go into the last round here. Unofficial scorecard means Sherelle making this one apiece. Been a great tactical contest. Red having success in the first, and then stamping her authority early in the second, only for Blue to come flying back with repeated success. Again, Red dominating the centre of the ring, trying to keep long the advances of Blue, but Blue now just changing, looking for angles, trying to penetrate the defence of Red.
I think the work from both girls is very, very good. I think
it's a really good bout, to be honest with you. You know, unfortunately, I just haven't got the names for the viewing audience, but it's a good bout. It's up and down. It's swinging Red, then Blue, back to Red. I think Red now has just slightly got the upper hand. But as we've seen again, the referee dominating the centre of the ring with an elegance and a swag on her toes. Forwards, backwards, backwards, forwards. Great footwork. Good backhand from Blue. And Red comes flying back again. This is just one of them contests again where it's all about the volume.
Yeah, agreed.
It's all about the volume. Volume of punches coming from Red. Blue just with a little bit more bite behind her punches. Great backhand
from the Blue. Great backhand.
And another one. Great contest. Great contest. Clean as well. Referee has not had to interfere in all 3 rounds. No holding, no pushing, no leaning on. Respect for both.
I find this round incredibly hard to score. I'm not really sure which is the way this goes.
It's been a difficult contest to score. Although I've said Red first round, Blue second. Again, just a little bit of food for thought for the whole duration of who I believe was in front. But this is.
I think it's going to go in the last 10 seconds of who's going to win this.
Definitely, I think Blue's edged it. I really do think Blue's edged this. Great contest.
So you've gone in favour of Blue?
I've gone in favour of Blue.
I'm going to go in favour of Red. So I think it's going to be an interesting decision.
Do you know what this contest was missing?
What?
A better audience.
Oh, agreed.
Obviously, as we're now unwinding now to the latter stages of this tournament, and naturally, many of the competitors have travelled from afar. It was one of the better contests of this weekend. Unfortunately, just played to a handful of die-hard supporters, but a truly great contest. For me, Blue has just edged it, and Sherelle has opted for the red corner.
Result in the last bout in ring A. We have a unanimous decision. Winner, blue corner, Christina Mundal, Oslo Boxing Norway.
Good.
I just need to say no more. But it sounds unanimous, it sounds wide, but believe me, that was a tough contest to score.
Red corner, Judy Corman.
I would genuinely like to know the names of these 2 participants because I just thought they were great.
It was fantastic. Great boxing skill, like you said, no holding, just a great display of women's boxing, and it's a shame we don't have their names.
Was that it in this ring?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the action in Ring A, and for us, the action over the weekend. One more contest over the far side at Ring B, but stay tuned to see who becomes the champion of the Golden Girl. There's also other prizes for Best Diploma, Best Youth, Best Junior, Best Senior, Best Boxer, Best Bout, Best Brawler, Best Cook, Best Cleaner,
Best Referee.
Best Referee with no doubt, Best Judge.
Best Commentators. I said commentators, so they wouldn't be singled out.
And don't forget the Facebook poll for your 4 possible potential Golden Girl champions. Tipping the scales for me is Ninchin Chen, but Caroline Vera will be closely behind her, followed by Gloria de Almeida. Madeline Engleson, although she did lose in a very, very competitive contest with Ninchin Chen, is still in for the running. But my name's Sab Leo, boxing coordinator at Hoddesdon Boxing Academy. It's been a privilege to be asked to be commentating here in Sweden, Borås, at the Borås Golden Gloves Championship. Thank you very much to the listening viewers. I hope I haven't bored you as much as Sherelle Brown has. Thanks very much, and we'll see you for the King of the Ring in November.
Take care, guys.
Last bout in Ring B. Ready for that? Bout number 30. Red corner from England, Lewis McGuinness. Blue corner from Sweden, Nova, Sharon Shiravi. we have a result in the last bout. Winner by referee spot contest round 2. Blue corner, Sharon Kilavik, Norway, Stockholm, Sweden. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we will continue with the prize ceremony in ring A. We'll start the prize ceremony. We go to the prize to best judge. Best judge is Mr. Patrick Eliasson. Patrick Engleson, best judge from Sweden. And the best referee is from Iraq, Mohammed Al-Said. And now we go to the prize ceremony for the boxers. We have the prize we call Prospect of the Year. And it goes to Nicole Irnes Martinez, Norway. Prospect of the Year. Do we have Nicole in the venue? She's coming here. Then we have a prize. It's called Fight of the Year. And the prize goes to the two boxers in that bout. It's Patrapal Songwek, Thailand, and Lauren Dempsey, Ireland. Welcome up. Fight of the Year. Do we have those girls in the venue? Welcome up. There is Laura. Fight of the Year. Big applause. Then we have a prize, it's called Best Slugger, and it goes to Finland and Vilma Viitanen. Do we have Finland in the venue? Vilma Viitanen, Best Slugger. Then we have a prize called Best Technical Boxer, and it goes to Caroline Ware, Canada. The next prize we have is to the best diploma boxer of the Golden Girl 2019. Best diploma boxer goes to Maria Teresa Sanino, Italy. Best diploma boxer of the tournament. No, she's not here. Then we continue with the best junior. Best junior. Best junior boxer, Golden Girl 2019 goes to Bojana Gojkovic, Montenegro. Jan Ottosson, du skulle ta med priset. Bojana is not here. And next prize, best youth boxer on this tournament goes to Thailand and Nilada Mekong. And the next prize, best elite boxer, goes to Canada and Caroline Ware. We have two more prizes, and we will save the best for the last. So next prize, the best club goes to Norway Female Box. Best club, Norway Female Box. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. we will announce the Golden Girl 2019. It goes to Lynn Chen, Taiwan. Chinese Taipei. The Golden Girl 2019, Lynn Chen. The champ, the Golden Girl, the one and only. Please take pictures. Congratulations to everybody, and hope we will see you next year, 2020. The Golden Girl Championships. Please take pictures of the new Golden Girl. Thank you.